going to sit down right now. I'm going to stand up, and I'm grateful that I can stand up. But I want to start by saying, I have been irritated at so many of you in this room. So many times. I don't know why I'm looking at you, Don. But yeah, I'll just go over the story real quick and what led me to get to that and being irritated and why I'm here. Irritated. Yeah, we had a Taco Tuesday bike ride on the 25th. Groups get together, we go ride bikes, eat tacos, drink beer, laugh, carry on, have a good time. And I loaded my bike back on the truck, like, oh, that's kind of weird, I feel weak. And I just want to let y'all know it was not a tick. There was no tick. I was out in the woods, I spent a lot of time out in the woods mountain biking, and I had a tick on me and just flicked it off and it didn't bite me. Like, oh my God, you had a tick. They lost their minds. And they tested up one thing and down the other. There was even a theory that I had Zika that started all this, which is entirely possible. I'm like a smorgasbord for mosquitoes out there. You know, it's like rabbits? No, we're eating him. But it felt a little bit weak, but I'm fine. I can load my bike. I'm good to go. I'll just go have another beer. Brilliant. Freaking brilliant. Woke up on the 26th, and okay, well, now I'm weak. I can't hardly walk. Well, this is stupid. And she convinced me to go to the doctor, and I couldn't walk, and guess what? I still couldn't walk. And it got worse, and then I got to the point where I could walk to the bathroom and sat down like, I'm done. They had to call 911 from there, and the men with the magnificent mustaches came in, and like, how can we help you? Dun, 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 like, Dudley do right, guys. Loaded me on their special wheelbarrow and took me to the emergency room. That was so much fun. You know, I'd wave to the neighbors if I could, but I couldn't raise my arm. That's when they started this whole process, and correct me if I'm wrong, it is pronounced Guillain-Barré. And not Jillian Berry. Some said, like, who's this girl, this Jillian Berry you're hanging out with? Hey, don't go out with her, man, it's bad. Learned a lot about it, about how the myelin process of the nerves, destroys your myelin, so your nerve signals don't get to where they're supposed to get, caused the paralysis. I laid in Charleston when they transferred me from Grand Strand, and I'm so glad they did. Anyway. Grand Strand, they started the process to get me alive. They put the tube down my throat, and it's like, we don't care if it hurts, you're going to breathe. We don't really care if you're paralyzed, your heart is beating. You're good. Like, okay. Sent me down on a wonderful ambulance ride down to Charleston, and laid there for a couple weeks, paralyzed. And spent a lot of time in the middle of the night. I had a lot of friends. My girlfriend came to visit me just as often as she possibly could. But there was a lot of time to be alone. And alone with your thoughts. And there's nobody there. And the nurses, everything's quiet, kind of dark. And I can see the machine kind of sort of, I could go like this and kind of see the machine. It's like, all right, my heart's beating, I'm good. And I look out the other window when it was raining. I could see that there must have been a traffic light out here somewhere, because I could see it's red. And then I could see it was yellow from the traffic light. Like, okay, life is going on. The world is going on. I'm still here. And I'm still here with my thoughts. And I can't communicate them. I can't write anything. I can't speak. Somebody could ask me a question, I could blink. Sometimes people would forget, now does one blink mean yes, or does one blink mean no? It's like, just never. I'm fine, don't worry about it. You know what, I'll deal with the fan, I'll deal with the cold. I don't care. It puts a lot into perspective when you cannot communicate, and then you find out the people who come to you, they want to communicate with you. They want to break through all the barriers, and you realize, yeah, these people really love you because they're really making an effort to talk to you. When they took that tube out, and then they put that trach in it, it was kind of a week or so later that I was able to start making little noises, and then people could sometimes hear my whispers, and all the joy of communicating. Then I could move my toes, and the joys of that was just bouncing my feet on the bottom of the bed, just making all kinds of noise. And that was awesome. When I came up here, after my little stint down there at Vibra, which was kind of like Rehab light. It's, you know, I thought this, like, really, is this rehab? Is this all there is to it? No, there really wasn't. That was kind of a combination between, all right, we're going to do enough, and we're just going to make sure you don't die. That's all we're going to do. It's like, you can stand up, okay, that's good enough, you didn't die. Good enough, sit back down. And that was about it. Can you try to feed yourself? That's when they put me on what they called food. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I have no idea what the food at MUSC was like, because I was on that stupid tube. And maybe they changed it for the first week or so after I was there at Vibro, and they pulled that tube out and they started me on applesauce. Oh my God. That was the first food I'd had in 2 months, and that applesauce in my mouth, like, angels were singing. It was the most amazing feeling I have ever had. Then they gave me their food. I'm like, can I have the applesauce back, please? That food was stereotypical hospital food. You guys have it good. This food is the best hospital food at any hospital I have ever been in, any military base. This stuff is the best.
Yay.
So my hat in my hand. I would seriously contemplate coming here for lunch and paying for it. But got here, and there was some debate of whether I was going to go to rehab in Florence or I was going to go to rehab down there in Murrells Inlet. And it was really sold, no, you need to go to the new place. You need to go to the new place here in Little River. And sometimes things just work out for the best. That's when I learned what rehab was. And it was, you know, it's kind of funny when I got the calls, like, would you come here and talk? And it was along about that same time, within a day plus or minus, I don't remember which one, but I was reading an article on one of the forums I hang out, and it was talking about combat medics. And the question was to the combat medics, what stereotype about your job irritates you the most? And somebody answered it, and it kind of blew me away. That the stereotype they hate the most is when the medic or the corpsman goes to the wounded Marine or soldier, and they see them, they get a bottle of morphine. They give you morphine. There, this will help the pain. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. It's like this corpsman was saying that, no, we don't care. If you're in pain, we don't care. You're telling me you're in pain. Good. That means you can talk. And you're speaking and expressing to me that it hurts. Great. Your heart is beating. That's my job, is to make sure that you can do that. The pain, they'll deal with at a real hospital. And I was thinking about that. It's like, yeah, that's my rehab therapist in a nutshell. Oh, it hurts? I don't care. You're still going to do it. And you're going to do it. And you're going to do it. And you're going to do it. And you know what? They're right. Because you end up doing it. That little bit of discomfort now translates into, I can stand here and talk. I complained loudly about, shush. I complained loudly about my 2 least favorite activities. There was those stupid wooden pegs of yours. Because it hurt. Those nerves, they're still not fully back yet. They're still stupid. But it was embarrassing, and it was painful, and it hurt. I didn't like your bouncy ball. That stupid thing to stand on, it's like, dude, I can't do this on a normal basis. You want me to do it now? I didn't like it. But I can do this. I am grateful. I am so grateful to all of y'all. You guys take the time and the patience. I have relearned the definition of compassion. I have relearned the definition of love. In my personal life, yeah, the relationship with my daughter wasn't wonderful, but it is now. Relationship with my true friends, a lot of stuff, you get stuff in your mind. Is this true? Is this happening? Cleared up. The stupid stuff that we worry about on a daily basis evaporates. The position that my life is in now, yeah, I'm not 100%. I'm still a little bit weak. I'm still a little bit unsure and unstable, and I'm not as strong as I was, but I will be. I will be. If I had to go through this process again, of being paralyzed, not being able to breathe, not being able to do anything, if I had to do this again, to be where I am in my life, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat, because I am so grateful for the after effect. and you are included in that, in my gratitude, and you always will be. Thank you very much.